Today we're going to be talking about this metal cutting chop saw here. This is the DeWalt DW872. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 tips to increase your blade life. Now these Evolution blades, I usually get about 2 years out of one. They last forever if you take good care of them. Okay, so tip number 1, when you're cutting, blade pressure. You don't want to put any more pressure on your downward cut than the weight of your arm. Any more pressure than that, and you're creating excess wear on these blade teeth. Tip number 2, you want to make sure your blade is up to full speed before you engage your workpiece. Tip number 3, you want to make sure you clamp your part very tight. Any movement in this part while you're cutting will end up chipping these teeth off. These teeth are brazed onto this blade. This part of the blade is really no different than what you use for your woodworking tools. It's these teeth that are brazed on is what allows you to cut metal with it. Tip number 4, if you are going to cut an angle, your part is going to walk this way as you're cutting. And as it's walking, you're going to end up chipping these teeth off, just like we talked about before. What you really want to do is, if you can, you want to double clamp this thing. Now this is a piece of angle iron, so it's going to be really hard to double clamp. So what I would normally do, I clamp right here on the edge, just so that the base of the saw here will catch and it won't allow it to walk that way. Okay, tip number 5, how do you know when it's time to change your blade, or how do you know when your blade is dull? It's still cutting, but as you can see, the kerf is really wide and it was throwing a whole lot of sparks. So let's change the blade to a brand new blade and see what it looks like. Okay, continuing on the same cut, let's see how it cuts now. As you saw, there were literally almost no sparks that time. How much cleaner the kerf or the solid part got. See how this is the dull blade. We cut down about that far. There's a lot of sharpness. You see there. You won't normally get this with a sharp blade. See, it's nice and smooth, no sharp edges, cold to the touch. Follow these 5 tips to make your metal cutting blades last longer. Now this blade did last me nearly 2 years. When these blades are dull and you can't use them anymore, you can make some really cool kitchen knives out of these things. You don't need a forge or anything special. You're gonna have to cut it with either a plasma cutter or a cutoff wheel, something like this. But just get a kitchen knife out of your kitchen, one that you really like, and just lay it down here, trace it out, cut the thing out, and making a handle and all is really easy to do. All right guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos like this. If you got anything out of this content, be sure to like and subscribe to the video, and that'll help support the channel. Thank you guys, and have a great day.